Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin, and you are not mistaken. What you guys are seeing right now is some Call of Duty Black Ops 3 OG gameplay. These are some great TDM gameplays, and this is going to be a Black Ops 3 video. Now, just because Infinite Warfare is out, Modern Warfare Remastered is out, but I'm not done with Black Ops 3, and today's video I thought I'd show you guys some of this classic Black Ops 3 gameplay, as well as talk a little bit about Black Ops 3 versus Infinite Warfare, and the overall Call of Duty cycle, and basically how, just a bunch of stuff. I have notes written down on what I want to talk about today, and that's basically all of it. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. Drop a like on this thing, I'd really appreciate 2,000 likes. That would be absolutely awesome, of course, if you guys could subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And another thing I wanted to add is, about a month ago, I actually got banned from Black Ops 3, and the reason for that was kind of like a BS reason. I didn't get banned from Black Ops 3, I got banned from PlayStation, basically, because they basically, double charged me. I tried to get my money back, and it's a long story. You guys can watch a video on that, but basically, I got banned from PlayStation, and I kind of put that off because I was so busy with Infinite Warfare, but I did resolve it, and basically I should be getting my Black Ops, my PlayStation account that's linked to my Black Ops 3 in a few days here, and I definitely want to be making more Black Ops 3 live comms and more Black Ops 3 gameplays, because this game was really good. And that's what I want to start off by talking about today, is that this game is very similar to Infinite Warfare, and Infinite Warfare definitely was inspired by this game. This game movement is literally the exact same design. It's a little bit of a different execution from Infinite Warfare, but this game was absolutely awesome. And I think that a lot of people, now that Infinite Warfare is out, usually the Call of Duty cycle, how it works is basically people, hate on the game, or they love the game at first, which is a bit different this year with Infinite Warfare, because people aren't really loving it at first, but basically, and then they start to hate it, and then eventually the next COD comes out, and then they realize the last COD wasn't that bad. I think a lot of people are realizing that about Black Ops 3 right now, that Black Ops 3 is still a really fun game, and I think it's still really popular. I think on PC, I don't know if there's anywhere we can get the official numbers for PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. If you guys know of like a website or something that shows the specific number of players on those consoles, I'd love to see that. But basically, I know on PC, Black Ops 3 is like just as popular as Infinite Warfare, and for good reason. This game is absolutely awesome, and I think that a big reason behind this game being successful, because it is a futuristic Call of Duty, and people do love to hate on futuristic Call of Duty games, but a big deal, and some people might not want to put as much credit to this as it definitely deserves, is the name of the game, Black Ops 3. If you think about that, the reason why this game did so well, sold so well, to be honest, is because when people heard Black Ops 3, they immediately, before this game was out, it brought back the memories of Black Ops 2, of Black Ops 1, and it made people want to buy the game because the Black Ops series was a very successful series. And that's what I was talking about, and that's what I was saying leading up to this year's Call of Duty when it was announced it was going to be Infinite Warfare. I said this year's Call of Duty should be Modern Warfare 4. There's literally no reason for it not to be, because basically Modern Warfare 1 was COD 4, and then Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare and the Black Ops series are undoubtedly the two most successful series, or basically the two main series of Call of Duty, and really, really successful ones. And that's why I thought it was a really bad move when they put out Infinite Warfare, as basically the branding looks a lot like Advanced Warfare, and a lot of people do think Infinite Warfare is the sequel to Advanced Warfare, which just isn't true. But the name of a game definitely matters, man, and that's why I'm saying Black Ops 3, people go into that with a happy mindset, basically thinking about Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1, the fun times they had on that. And when people go into Infinite Warfare, they go into it thinking, what is this? It sounds futuristic, it's kind of cringy, and that definitely would have been a better choice this year to name a game like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. That would definitely be a better idea, in my opinion. Now, another thing I want to talk about in this video is the 3-year cycle. So basically, Call of Duty's in a weird place right now. Black Ops 3 was one of the highest Call of Duty games of the recent history. Basically, back in the day, Call of Duty was absolutely lit. Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, stuff like that. But then we had Ghost and Advanced Warfare, which were basically 2 down years, and then we had Black Ops 3, which was another up year. And I think that this new Call of Duty cycle, I'm not sure how I feel about it. Basically how it works right now is we had Treyarch, who made Black Ops 3, then we had Infinity Ward, who made Infinite Warfare, and next up we have Sledgehammer. Now Sledgehammer has worked on a lot of different Call of Duty games in the past, but they've only made one Call of Duty game where they were the official name on it, and that was Advanced Warfare, which is sort of a hit or miss game. One really bad thing about that game was skill-based matchmaking, and that's why Call of Duty is sort of in a very scary... Oh no, 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 no! Only made one Call... Really bad thing about that game was skill-based matchmaking. And that's why Call of Duty is sort of in a very scary position right now, I'd say, because Infinite Warfare isn't the most loved game. People are, the game's obviously still very popular. It's the most popular game on console, but it isn't the most loved game. Like Black Ops 3 at this time last year was very, very loved. And next year, with it being in the hands of Sledgehammer, it's going to be really interesting to see what sort of game they come out with. And I really do think it's going to be a boots on the ground Call of Duty. I mean, basically how COD works in these 3-year cycles is we had 3 futuristic games in a row, which was an absolutely horrible move. Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and then Infinite Warfare. And now I think we're going to see some Call of Duty going in a different sort of direction. And I'm really interested to see here in the next maybe 4 or 5 months till it gets announced what this direction of this next Call of Duty game is going to be. And I'm really, really hoping it looks something cool and it goes in a direction maybe like Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 went in a completely different direction than the previous Battlefield games, basically, or not a completely different direction, but it went back to the old school, and of course the name goes along with that, Battlefield 1, and that game did do pretty well. Of course, it's still a Battlefield game, and I played that game. I actually flew out to Germany to play it with EA, and it was a really fun game. Battlefield, that game is definitely very good. But as far as the Call of Duty cycle works, next year I'm pretty nervous to find out what COD we're going to have. And I think it could either be something that's really good, or if they mess up again and put out, a trailer and announce a game that's maybe, if they announce Advanced Warfare 2, things could look really, really bad for Call of Duty. Now, another thing I want to talk about is basically, I was watching a video from Charlie Intel with JD2020.